Hello all and welcome to tonight's beer review, which I am dubbing the final beer camp review because it is indeed sorry, still had that post-nasal drip going on. It is indeed the final beer of beer camp. And what are we going to be reviewing today? Well, on this very sticky, muggy day in which the temperature is a balmy nearly 79 degrees in the night. It's sticky. It feels a lot hotter. It's very humid out. We're going to be drinking a stout, and not just any stout, but a robust stout at 7.3 ABV. So, let's read the label, shall we? This robust stout features layers of deep malt flavors with rich, roasty notes of caramel, coffee, cocoa, and dried fruit for a flavorful take on the traditional dark ale. This stout hails from the land of sun, sand, and surf, and proves that beach beer doesn't have to be light-colored and delicate. Stout of the Union is rich, roasty, and full of deep malt flavor, creating a union of like-minded brewers together through their beers. So, which ones are these? Bagby Beer Company, Beechwood Beer Brewing, Port Brewing Company / The Lost Abbey, Smog City Brewing, and Society Brewing Company. I only really know the Lost Abbey. I've had a couple of theirs. The rest of them, I've heard of Smog City. The rest of them I've never heard of before. So this is going to be kind of exciting. Oopsie. Thick, dark, nearly opaque, just a little bit of light coming in on the bottom. With a medium brown head. This is a very dark head here. Very much dark malt notes here. You got coffee and chocolate, leaning more towards the chocolate side. A lot of those cacao nib kind of sense to it. And also to a lot of dark stony fruits. Kind of pervades underneath that sort of, rich chocolate and roasting coffee smell. A little bit too cold right now. And when I was looking this up, I kind of thought this might happen, as it was listed as American style. Got this wonderfully roasty front, but then the hops kick in on the finish. As I've mentioned before in other reviews, I am not fond of, anything more than the traditional slightest bit of old world style bittering hops to a stout's finish. This one has that sort of new world hops. Not as intense as, what some people would call, in India stout or, something along those lines, but enough that I'm getting that crossover in between roasty malt notes and, hops. It just clashes on my palate. Again, not as strong as a lot of other American stouts that I've had. Mouthfeel is definitely nice. Almost silky. In the mids, you got nice espresso notes. Thankfully, there's enough sweetness to the malts here that it doesn't go straight from, you know, French press sort of, Italian roast coffee, French roast style coffee, into that sort of hoppy bitterness. You know, there's enough sweetness there. As it warms up a bit, definitely broadening. The sweetness is really helping cut through that bitterness there. That said, this is just my thing. I don't like American style stouts. I don't like, a heavier hand with hopping in regards to dark malted beers. That's just me. This might be really, really up your alley. I can tell it's very well made, and it's got some nice nuance to it. It drinks a lot easier than something 7.3 should be. It's really sad because I like what's going on in that front there. Where you're having this nice interplay in between sweet stone fruits and, kind of like dried cherries, candied cherries. And, that dark malted coffee-like roastiness. There's a bit of chocolate on the tongue too, but definitely more of coffee notes to the malts here, and dark malting than chocolate notes. Except in the nose. The nose definitely has quite a bit of those cacao nibs chocolate inside of it. Also, as it warms, I'm finding that that sort of pine resiny finish toward the hopping is just getting a little bit more cloying to me. By no means, again, is this a bad beer. I'm not going to pour it out. I would never go out of my way to get this particular beer just because the style is not to my liking. So you may ask, why am I reviewing it? Well, because it came with the beer camp and I'm kind of a completist. But long story short, if you like American style stouts, this is a very good example of it. I don't like American style stouts. I don't like the interplay of dark malts with heavy-handed hopping. And I'm really repeating myself there. I'm enjoying the complexities of this and the craft that went into it. I am not enjoying how it all kind of plays out on my palate right now. So, Stout of the Union Robust Stout. Definitely robust in the sense of hops, in the sense of malts. Definitely craft in case of well crafted. It is definitely an American style stout, and thus definitely not in my wheelhouse. One of my least favorite styles, period. I probably would drink a decent macro lager over an American stout if offered. Again, not a bad beer, just not my wheelhouse. In retrospect, it's kind of a downer since I'm going to be. Do I really want to make this my last review, considering that it's kind of ending on a sour note? No. I'm going to say this now. 2016 Beer Camp was awesome. Go out and get it. I'm going to upload these either tomorrow or Friday. And being the middle of June. It's been a few months since I last uploaded. And, when I see you again, I'll see you again. Till then, folks, cheers, enjoy beer, enjoy whiskey, enjoy being a teetotaler if that's your thing. That's all for tonight, folks. Cheers.